Yes, sir. What's good, YouTube universe? Fizzleman1, Fizzleman signing in like always. We back here, Madden Stars, Wildcard weekend. We got a lit weekend for you. And if you don't know what Madden Stars is, we here compare real life NFL and hear what you see here, Madden Stars. What been going down? What we got going down? And it all started because of some highlighted players which we have across two respective teams that they've been respectively playing on for years, and that means we've been moving with the NFL, but we're a little behind right now as the Super Bowl champions in real life already been crowned. Super Bowl 55 champions, I believe, Tampa Bay Buccaneers in real life. Previous champions, Chicago Bears, took a L earlier today. That was our Madden Stars, Super Bowl 54 Super Bowl champions, as real life Super Bowl 54 champions, Kansas City Chiefs, did proceed to make it to the divisional round. Who they facing, we don't know, but we got two Madden Stars Super Bowl champions right here, previous Super Bowl champions, coming in the year. They didn't get a repeat, they didn't reign, but they are previous Super Bowl champions. We have, when we first started here, the year the Eagles won their first Super Bowl champion, we have the Dallas Cowboys winning that, beating the Patriots as well. And then we have the following year, we have the Atlanta Falcons going as one of our undefeated teams in Madden Stars. We breaking history. That year, that was Super Bowl 53. Super Bowl 53 was the Atlanta Falcons champions. They ran it, didn't make it. The following year, the Bears took that. You get me? So, in the promising of what we're talking about and what we're trying to get into, is both Super Bowl champions. All of our Super Bowl champions and Madden Stars made it to the playoffs. One got eliminated. Another one is going to get eliminated. The reigning Super Bowl champion is not here, so it's going to be a new Super Bowl champions. Will it be the real life Super Bowl champions, or will it be previous Super Bowl champions, because they are still here, and it will be one left to make it to that plateau and get another chance? And will it be the reigning, really not reigning but higher, top Atlanta Falcons, as they was Super Bowl 53, took that following year off of the Cowboys as they didn't win? And this is that matchup, Super Bowl champions matchup. Who's the better champion? And I'm going with the Atlanta Falcons. As if you don't know, this is Fizzleman Picks Lounge, and here brought to you by EA Sports, YouTube, Fizz and Friends Gaming. Fizzleman picks the Atlanta Falcons to take this W. I like the Falcons. Julio is still there, and more to say, if you see the overall, the fans are voting for the Cowboys to take this one. So I'm believing this is going to be that matchup, that game where we see. And then later tonight, we got a big matchup for you guys. We got the Panthers and the Saints going at it. The Panthers and the Saints played, I believe, week 17 and didn't make it. So this is a rematch. Panthers still in it to get a redemption. So let's see how that games go tonight. And more to say, history on these two teams. In real life and in Madden Stars, these two teams played each other earlier this year. And same results for both Madden Stars and real life. The Cowboys took the W. So this may be a repeater. This may be a repeater. You feel me? Same thing, as it wasn't done in real life, but still, it is here to see the show. And let's get the show going. And in more cases, how could I put this? The Falcons' record, as they made it to the playoffs, is better than real life. And then the Cowboys, the top of the division, I think their record is better. I don't know. In real life, in Madden, these two teams, Madden Stars, is better than real life. Let's just say Corona ain't here, so that gives a blessing. Let's get this game on the go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
today. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's the NFC Wildcard Round on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
Tell the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This is Tony Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And technically, you'd still call him a young quarterback in this league, but he's now at that stage of his career where we're about to take the word young and remove it, because he's been in this situation before. He's been in the playoffs. Now he wants to advance his team deep and find his way into a Super Bowl. He's ready to take the next step.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Steps away to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, the MVP of the league back in 2016. It's Matt Ryan.
And what an important January in the start of this run for him, because that phrase, a sense of urgency, he feels it. At this stage in his career, he's done everything an individual can do. The one thing that's eluded him, a Super Bowl title, and he wants that desperately for himself and his team.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 20.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 6.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Gurley. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. A first carry now. This is Hill. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 27.
Xavier Woods on the tackle.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now Ryan on first down. Short throw underneath to Hurst. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Gurley. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Ryan. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 8-yard line.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Alvin Smith. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. He's at the 40, 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they'll get another shot on offense. It's following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
And now back out comes the offense. And one thing we haven't pointed out yet, probably should, you got a dome team on the road, January, cold weather. How tough is that, or is that something that really shouldn't come into play?
Well, it shouldn't come into play, but let's face it, if you've been a dome team all year and used to controlled environment, you need to get yourself outside a little bit for practice during the week. And that's what most of these teams do, because just because they play in a dome doesn't mean they don't have bad weather outside to work in. So they can do that, get their guys acclimated, and then that way, it takes it all the way when you get to game day in a foreign place.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
From the gun, Ryan. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Matt Ryan sack.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on fourth down. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They come in as the 3 seed in this, very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this ball game. But while they would have loved that top spot and the bye that goes with it, they're still in a pretty good position.
Well, they certainly are. And let's face it, every team knows if they want to get to the Super Bowl, they're going to have to earn it. And even if you get the number 1 seed, you know you have to win 2 games against teams. They're going to be riding high after big playoff wins coming at you. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Draw play, Elliott. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here, as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darkhours Denard. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely.
Think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Falcons.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. His throw caught, and at the 5. And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run it with Hill. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 2 yards out. Well, the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
A try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Pollard. A good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Dak Prescott on the offense heading back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Prescott on 1st down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
Prescott.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Prescott from the gun. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
The ball carrier.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Elliott.
At the 21-yard line.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
5-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here's Powell on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Getting set to go again on offense, we get a peek at Julio Jones now. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried. Because a lot of times, just like the ticking time bomb, the longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look at him.
No catches, though, so far this game. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
The chain, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Ryan.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. And what do you think's going through his head right now? Your team's winning, but you're not having your best game. That probably affects you even when your team is up.
You don't want anyone else to know it, but I think you're right. It bothers a quarterback because they always want to be the one to lead their team to victory with their play as well as their words. And in this case, he's got something he can fall back on. He he's contributed, yet at the same time he's thrown an interception. Got to remember the bottom line, though. They're winning, so he knows if he plays better, they might be winning by more.
And it's only the second quarter, so he's got some time. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Dante Fowler drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
17. Falcons 7.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Todd Gurley heading back out along with the rest of the Atlanta offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, Ryan got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones.
Complete.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. It's Ryan. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, a slant to Jones. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 21. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan gets this one to Hill. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
It's a gain.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On third down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Falcons 10.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
A spin. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26.
Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
And 5 at the 31.
10th carry now for Elliott. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he will have the Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at 47. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Cowboys 48-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Ryan. That one complete to Hill. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the
operating from the gun, Ryan. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
For the Falcons field goal, a 36-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Falcons 13.
So the 3 points here.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This is the fourth and final game here on this wildcard weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC wildcard game. And it's the Seattle Seahawks who are moving on to the next round as they eliminate the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the third quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Let me go in for 6. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now a draw play for Gurley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Now Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we...
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Coup for the extra point.
For the point after.
And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Is good.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tyler Davison busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Ryan to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll set up to throw. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Tackled at the 25.
Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
And 6.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
A first down throw for Prescott. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Dante Fowler picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Prescott. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. That'll be caught, hauled in by Christian Blake. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
This one caught by Ridley. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are. Yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up Prescott.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tyler Davison, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Had the pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete.
Ryan's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to the ground. This time with Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Hill. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
I really don't think that Julio Jones could be happier right now. Plenty of catch opportunities in this game. He's converted them, and his team's winning.
And Matt Ryan's happy, too, to have Julio Jones on the other side of these.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about breaking teams down, and oftentimes it's through a running game. These two, they can break a team down through the air.
Ryan going to get this complete to Hurst. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. Call it a pickup of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Brian Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now Pollard. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Prescott's pass.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
To the air again, Prescott. His throw here is incomplete.
Prescott's pass.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott yet again. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. A Cowboy 1st down there. Prescott to Gallup. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Prescott now from the 50. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
At the 39-yard line.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
This is Elliott. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 27. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
1st down, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Prescott. This is caught. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now, this is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Falcons 27, Cowboys 20.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running.
Todd Gurley, the ball.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And we see here the productivity certainly has decreased from the start of the game, but sometimes people forget these tight ends, they can do more than just catch the football.
That is so true, because now when things start to happen and you're not getting the ball as much, maybe you change your focus on the game. Maybe you become a very good decoy. Maybe you block a little bit more. But sometimes you have such a great first half, you expect it to continue to run, and it doesn't just happen that easily in the second.
So they have been able to shut him down, at least as of late. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Here's Prescott. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Able to hit his target Lamb. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
He's back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fighting through pressure. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no
And that is incomplete.
Incomplete.
2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
Now Prescott on 4th down. It is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Prescott.
And 7.
Left side to Lamb. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Prescott to throw. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dante Fowler able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.